Okay, Armory here. This is the install of Baja Designs reverse kit, the S2s, part number 448038. I have to back around another vehicle in the driveway, and I've got 5% tint, and so it makes it pretty difficult to see what I'm doing at night. And so I catch you up to where I'm at here. So the brackets come in more of like an unfinished aluminum color, and so I've primed and painted those. Got the hardware on. They actually have you take this little bezel off and flip it around so that whenever you mount it, it's facing the right way. Hardware is pretty standard. The only thing that this kit didn't come with are these little fastener covers. You can buy this in the specialty fastener drawers at Lowe's or Home Depot. I think they're like 99 cents for a pair. Then you have your little washer on the inside as well. And the connection should be pretty straightforward. So I'm gonna go hop under the truck, show you what all we're doing. But it should be a pretty quick install. So I have this harness connecting these two together. The holes for this hardware are actually already on the truck stock, and then have to find a ground and T-tap it into the trailer wiring harness. So I'm going to show you that these brackets also come in unpainted. Not sure if they'd sell these black or not, but went ahead and painted these black as well so that it will match the hardware that I painted. Should look pretty cool. So I'll go hop under the truck and show you what all we're doing under there. The driver's side bracket looks like this, and it's going to face this way on this first one to the right of this bolt here on the driver's side. And I believe it just sits up on top, and you put that bolt back down and then mount the light to it, and it should just sit flush with the rear bumper there on the top of the bracket. Same thing, passenger side, and if I didn't mention, it's a 10mm socket up top here. Drop that bracket in, and then we'll put the lights on. It's 9/16 for the hardware on the lights that connect to the bracket. So here's what that looks like installed. Washer, got your locking nut there. Fasteners closed, looks pretty good. Sits flush. And that looks pretty neat. We'll do the other side. With the harness, what I'm doing is taking the splitter. So this end over here will go to this light. You'll have an open end as well, which will be for the power wire and ground. And then I'm fishing the other end, because this is supposed to be on the passenger side. Fishing this through up in here behind in the bumper insert, over the hitch, and then out through this side behind this group of wires to where there'll be less to zip tie over to this light over here. So we'll tape these all up and get them up out of the way, and then I'll show you how to do the power wire. This is your T-tap harness here. End up just laying the white wire with the purple stripe in this little channel, and then close it up, and that'll connect the two. This end goes into the open end of the previous harness, and then this is your common ground. So common ground is going to go right here on the frame by the spare. You just take that off with a 10mm as well, put the little eyelet on there and put it back on, and then the wire, the reverse light, is in here. You got to pull this down, strip this insulation back, and then put the T-tap on the white wire with the purple stripe. Tape all that up, and just so you can kind of see, so this is the connection, zip tied off in here. Kind of run through, keep it up out of the way, we'll get this all cleaned up. But so there's your passenger side light. Harness is there. Common ground is there. So I got this connected here I wanted to show you this. If you use a little panel popper, you can pop this out of the hole up here, this little clip. And then it almost looks like there's two wires that are white with a purple stripe. You want this kind of fatter one on the end here. And then the common ground just comes right over here, and it's just running right to this guy here on this eyelet. And I went ahead and tested everything out, made sure it worked before I get it all taped up and put back into place, but we were good to go. Here's everything buttoned up, so everything's all taped up and zip tied off. Fed that back through behind the, or like above the trailer hitch area, and then around through this side, zip tied off in a couple of places, and then tucked up and zip tied, taped up type stuff. But and then there's your harness and common ground. So we are all buttoned up. It looks sweet. Not sticking out nothing too crazy. Throw quite a bit of light. I'll test them out this evening, but these are the Baja Designs S2 reverse light kit for the Ram 2500, 3500. Not compensated for this video whatsoever, just a big fan of Baja Design stuff. If you need more light, get you some of these.